Hello, hello. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my phone. Text from my teammates. Hi, greetings, Ninja. Greetings. Alright, so, I've come back to my island, clearly. I've dropped off some stuff for now, but I really wanted to figure this plank station out, and so I looked it up. Although the video I watched was from an older version of the game, I'm curious as to whether or not it will still work. Yeah, there they are. Blanks. That's it. So just drag a log over to the station. I wonder if we could just hold C and just do it right away. We sure can. So how many do we get? 2? A whole log and you only get 2. That is sucking. I know. 39 days. Never would have guessed. I would have thought this would be one of those games where I was just constantly dying. Just from my first experience of the game. That's not lined up. Oh, it's because it's a wall and not a door, I bet. Yeah, the door comes over more than the wall. So these are going to stick out some. That's not ideal, but I'm not going to undo it. It's just going to have to work. And I'll have to get it perfect. It's not horrible. I mean, it's fine. You know, we're just trying to survive. It would be me on the stranded island, trying to survive, getting attacked by everything that lives, and I'm trying to line up my shelves perfectly. It's sickness. Absolute sickness. Alright, let's put them on here first. Nightbot, do your job, buddy. Good job. One day, I will have thousands and thousands of subs. And I will need people to be my mods. So, get ready for that day. It's coming. It's just around the corner. I've almost hit 300. No, I've never tried a pickled egg. I've literally never tried a pickled egg. I don't know that I've ever been in a situation where I could try it. It's never been something my folks ever had. If I've gone to family reunions and there's a bunch of food there, it's never. What did I pick up? Oh, it's just never been a thing. I've never had that opportunity. I don't even know where you. I mean, I guess it's in the what, the pickles and the mustard and the aisle, that kind of stuff. Pickles and olives and whatever. I don't know if they're a southern thing or not. None of my friends have ever mentioned anything about a pickled egg. I have the... Oh, there they are. No mention of it whatsoever. Never have I heard it from a friend. Now, we love our deviled eggs in the South, but pickled eggs? Never heard. Not one time. I need to ask my friends if they've ever had one. And do they have some? Or maybe I'll just go to the store and buy some. And I'll take a chance. I don't care. I would eat the crap out of them. That's high praise. That's like eating shrimp. Saying, I'm going to eat the crap out of this. It's like, you mean that literally? Hard-boiled eggs in a vinegar and sugar solution with beets. Oh. So they're purple. They're like purple? Like beets? You're putting them in with beets? I mean, you lost me. You had me at pickled eggs, but as soon as you said beets, I ain't eating beets. I hate beets. Really. I hate them. That is a... I don't even know what that is. It's like... I don't know. It comes from the ground, so is it a root? I don't know. I'm going to call it a root. That's a root that should have just stayed in the ground. My wife likes those. I just can't do it. Well, sorry. I have to clean up. I do. Darn it! What's... Oh, that's my email. The beets help to pickle the eggs. I think you could leave them out. I don't mind the vinegar, but I don't think you need the beets. I want to use beet juice. You know what beet juice tastes like? Beets. I don't know. I may try it just to say I have. Now I know what to look for. Those dusty jars with the pink juice that are sitting on the shelf because no one wants them. That's why I never hear about it. I have a lot of sticks. I keep collecting them because I mean, when do you ever have enough sticks? Never, I would say. But I don't know what I need to do with them because really what I need is the metal to put up top. Oh, you know what we could do? Let's do this. This will be fun. And then I'm going to head out. I'm not going to head back. The island that we've been going to is... I wouldn't say it's there yet, but it's getting close to being stripped. So we're going to have to find a new island anyway. Let's start on the front porch. Let's please do. Yeah, you can leave them out. The beets? I mean the eggs? Let's see. Wall? And I want a short wall. Oh, dang it. You need the hammer. Get out of the way. I always forget. Art. Gotta have the hammer. In your hand. Alright. Here's the door. So, no, I don't want it there. I want it right there. Oh, that's gonna attach? Oh, that's pretty sweet. Look at that! Little porch railing. Ah! That's awesome. Now I have something to do with all the sticks. I mean, who wants to use them for something important? Now, really what I should be doing is I should think about this. Although I don't think I'm ready to do this. I want the raft to be bigger, and I want the shelves on there. So, here's what we're gonna do. Just gonna totally stop what I was doing. Totally sidetrack. Actually, let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, that's gonna look super sweet. Keep the island nice and neat. Actually, let's drop this too. And I want to check out. Let's look at this one first. There may be some on here. I need like 3 more sets of the buoys. That is not a good sound. I know what that sound is. That was a sound of something coming in. Something close. Alright, no buoys here. Hurry. There's sharks in these here waters. Look at this farm coming along. I need to put some over here, but look at that. Nice. All this talk of beets, I gotta go get me some. Hey, to each his own, right? That's fine by me. Alright, we're gonna need some food, and I already have some here. That hasn't been cooked, and I don't have anything there. Alright, time to cook. Are they really good for you? Vitamins, lots of vitamins and minerals. You know what else is really good for you? Every other vegetable. I don't see any over here. Not corn. That's true. Not corn. Corn on the cob, though. That's good eats. Okay. We're gonna have to go out to these other, back to these other islands that have the ships, and they'll have the buoys. Okay, so, what I want to do in that case is I'm just gonna keep using these, honestly. Keep working on the base, make it nice. I'll get more sticks other places. I'll get more buoys. I'll pick up some logs so that we can add to the boat. That'll be nice. I should have that boat. I bet you it won't take long to get that boat the way I want it. Won't take long at all. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Oh, fudge sickle. Oh! You're right! I should, the way that you guys do it. Oh, you're absolutely right. Is anyone else in here? It's just us, I think. Alright, hang on. Yeah, this will be fun. What do I do? Add a server? I want to add new thingamawatchy? Because the only reason I say that is because it's a plus sign. So for me, I think, well, I'm gonna press that so I can create a new server, invite your friends. It's free. I'm gonna do it. Yep. Okay, cool. Now I have you guys on here as friends, right? Do I have you as friends, or do you have me as a friend? And does that make a difference? Because when I type your name, you guys don't come up. Do you have to be on for me to find you? You guys really? I mean, I'm doing this right now. So if you were serious, I'm doing it. Or do you want me to set it up for next time? Although if I can't find you, all right. I have. If you grab an invite link and put it here. Oh, yeah. Cool beans. I can do that. How's that? Hey, Mental Ninja has joined the party. Oh, now we have 4. We have 4 folks. He has to do some switching, and then we. Okay? Tell me what's switching. Okay, Captain Whisker Biscuits is in.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Hey. Oh, good. Okay.
Nice.
Can you still hear us?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, good. That's better than typing.
Heck yeah.
Oh my god, it's gonna go on a loop for a second.
Yeah.
All right. Video back on?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right. Oh, much
See,
easier.
this is way better. Now I can convince you to eat beets.
No, I've definitely tried them.
They're so good.
You have them all.
Why are we're getting a loop still? I wonder why.
Oh, I'm not muted.
Oh, mute. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
All right, now maybe the loop's gone.
All right.
I think the loop will be gone now.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, nope, still looping. Dang it.
Are you muted?
Yeah.
Do I have to mute? Do I have to mute somewhere else?
Maybe mute yourself.
Was that it? Anything on my end?
No, I don't think so. I'll have to. You'll have to try to mute yourself. That might work.
Oh yeah, you're muted.
I'm
there.
muted. Why am I muted?
So, there, I should be good.
Maybe. I'm gonna have to be unmuted. All right. I'm unmuted.
I think we're good.
All right, cool.
I hope.
I don't know. It's cool because I can hear his game audio.
Yeah.
That's neat.
We're still looping. Dang it.
Are we?
Yeah. On my end, we are.
Oh.
I think I'm still a little worn out from last night.
That was fun though.
It was fun.
Should I? You were muted by me. Maybe I should unmute you?
I don't know. I don't know why it's looping.
I don't either. I don't hear it.
You don't hear it? Edumicator, do you hear it? Do you hear it looping?
I don't hear any looping.
Okay, I'm gonna go with it then. I just hear it on my end for some reason. Then. I'll just deal with it. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
there-
All right.
Yeah, that was a long night. Last
Yeah.
night.
Well, I think the tackling the big giant building probably added a little bit of time. That's a good building though.
Ooh.
I wish it had better stuff, but it's still fun.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, the payoff obviously is at the top, but I don't know. Gotta go through a lot of zombies to get there.
Yeah, it's fun though.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh crap! This thing should have been turned off. My meat's burning.
Uh-oh.
No. I think it does char, but I don't know if that affects me. Maybe you don't get as much from it if it chars. Oh, yeah. Alright, I like the railing. That's nice.
It's funny, I've never watched him on a big screen.
Yeah.
Where do you watch? On a phone?
Well, usually I'm on my phone, and then we have it up on our big TV.
Yeah.
Well, like I have it on my TV now and on his, so.
Yeah, it's on both of ours now. Yeah, because we don't use monitors. We just hook our computers up to our TVs.
These aren't as good without pickled eggs.
Oh gosh.
I could eat them all day. I love
Oh my, seriously though. Yeah.
The combo. That's crazy.
Oh my god, they're so good. Like for real, you throw some salt on there, it's like fantastic.
Oh yeah.
So good.
Well, to each their own, I guess. I mean, some people like. I don't know. I'm not into that like chicken and waffles thing. Like,
No.
People love that.
I hate chicken and waffles.
Yeah, can't get into that.
I think I've only had that maybe once. I mean, I'm not against it. I just don't order it.
You're right.
Yeah. Well, I don't like soggy bread items.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on that.
I love waffles though. You waffle
hate
or
waffles.
pancake people?
I'm both.
I'm neither.
Yeah, she can't.
Neither.
She can't.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like waffles, pancakes, French toast.
No, I don't know.
I used to love French toast as a kid, but I don't like it much anymore, and I just don't like pancakes.
No, I don't know. I'm not into French toast as much as I used to be. I make it once in a while for the kids. Pancakes and waffles. Oh yeah.
Okay, well, I don't want to just stick around. This was 7 Days to Die. I would just hole up, tinker around this place, but I feel more comfortable going out. In this game, even though there are sharks and they bump, so far I don't think they've really done anything.
Yeah, that's creepy.
See,
See, I like this though, because you can like run around and do stuff. Like, it's not like you have to go in the ocean.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Okay, I really do have a plan, but I just don't know what I'm gonna do right this second. I need to drop something off. That's what I need to do. All right, we're good.
Still no clay, huh?
No, definitely will next time when it's during the day and I find one of those other islands. I'll give it a shot. I just don't think there's any here.
Yeah. I don't know. I watched some video, but it was an older video, and they showed like the video. What I saw in the video, the guy was like busting up a rock underwater.
Yeah.
And picking up little brown nuggets.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
What's there?
Should I put my TV on and just mute it? Would that make it better?
I don't know.
I have mine in my headset.
Yeah. What's the matter?
My TV
Okay.
sound. No, I'm getting bad looping.
You are?
Yeah.
I'm not getting it anymore.
Alright, I'm gonna enable this and then just turn my TV down.
No, you're gonna get it worse if you do it that way. Just here. Do this.
Like, I can
That.
still hear him
There.
clicking.
There.
Is he talking?
No.
I'm not talking right this second.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
perfect.
yes, I am.
Yeah. No, that's perfect. Oh, boy, jeez.
Yeah, I hear my clicking in my own videos all the time. So.
Well, no, like, so, for us, I have to turn off my TV sound and put it into my headset.
Yeah.
So that when we record videos or stream, you can hear my game sound through my headset.
So complicated.
It is.
doing-
It's very complicated. So
doing
I
this
think
with
that's
two
why I was
people.
getting such a loop, is because I had to put my audio back to my TV and then turn it down.
Yeah.
Now I'm good. Perfect. Oh.
And then
That
next
was
time you
perfect.
try, it's all messed up. And you got to figure out what you did.
Yeah, and then I'll be like, why isn't this working? Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Because of Edumicator's stream, that's why.
All right, let's get out of here. Then get off of that boat. Crying out loud.
So what do you have to do to make your boat bigger in this game? Do you have to find more buoys?
Yeah. I mean, you can either use buoys, barrels, or there's a third item. I forget what it is. Things that float, obviously. So,
Can you go up with it?
say it again.
Can you go up with the boat? Like, you know what I mean? Do a second
Yeah,
story?
I don't see why not. You know, you could make some sort of houseboat. I mean, it's just wood, but I say that and maybe, you can't. I don't know.
Yeah. What was that one game that
That was
people-
Raft.
Raft.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they had like second story crazy
Yeah.
boats.
Yeah, I've played that. I have that.
Yeah, it's a neat game, but I don't know how much, really, like, content is there.
Yeah.
This one seems better.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. The Raft I love just because It's like mining in 7 days. So just to throw out your your line to pick all that crap out of the ocean. It's just I could just do that all the time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a neat concept, definitely.
Oh, it's so much better than typing. You know what I mean? When I have something to funny to say, I won't have to type it and then backspace and then type some more because I never hit the right letter.
Didn't make sense. There was a typo.
Yeah, and it turns up being JFK, and I didn't mean JFK. I meant I am.
When people join, they won't have any idea what's going on.
Yeah, they'll be like, what's happening?
I'm talking in
Why
spurts to people. They can't hear it. Well, the link's there, so I guess they could join.
Yeah. Yeah, it's handy.
I might make this one shorter than usual just because of yesterday. I'm kind of fatigued.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Let's put it time.
I wanted to play this game, but at the same time, I'm already droopy-eyed and.
Yeah.
I didn't even want my afternoon coffee today. I was like, I just want a nap. I want to nap. I don't even want my coffee. I drank it in.
Wait, I had a Zoom faculty meeting today.
Oh, that's fun.
Every Thursday we've had one. So she signed off by saying, we got one more next week. It's our last week. And I thought, that boggles the mind.
Yeah, how about it? Well, yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Monday.
By the time summer and everything's been done, I mean, we're getting close to half a year that they've been gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That is nuts. And I know that...
It doesn't seem that long for us, but that's because we don't typically do anything anyway, so...
Oh.
Well, and our youngest is, she's doing cyber school again. And, our kids were cyber schooled when they were younger. And then we gave them the choice, as they got older, if they wanted to try out public school. And then, of course, the older one, when she was going into 7th, was like, I want to try it. And then our youngest was like, me too. And she was going into 3rd. So, yeah. So they've been in public school for a couple years. But now the youngest, it was at Christmas time.
Yeah.
She just didn't want to go to school anymore.
I'd had enough.
We were like, and we were like, well, did something happen? Is this bullying or something else? And she's like, no. She's like, I'm just sick of getting distracted by other kids. Because she's a good student. She gets high honors. Every marking period.
Yeah.
Both of our kids get distinguished.
Yeah, they're both on the honor roll and whatnot. But yeah, she just got tired of almost losing out on the fun stuff because the other kids in the classroom were sticking around and not doing what they're supposed to.
Right.
She's a lot like me that way. You know what I mean? When she's
good
had
kid.
enough, she's had enough. She's like, whatever.
Is
You know what
that...
I mean? The social part of it isn't that important to her, so...
That's an unusual child, but good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Is that popular in the North? Cyber school?
I guess. I mean, surprisingly enough, it took a while for our local school to even get one. To have their own.
Uh-huh.
Because our kids went to PA Cyber when they were younger, which was just the Pennsylvania-wide, cyber charter school or whatever.
Pennsylvania-wide, really?
Yeah.
Well, cyber school is definitely getting more popular.
Yeah, cyber school it's definitely more popular. That's what I actually work on.
Oh, gross.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, so I really can wear, clothing from 10 years ago. Because they never see me. There you go.
They never see you.
No.
So what do you use to put your material up for them?
Well, it's basically already done by a curriculum team, so...
Oh.
like the way the school works is the kids are just given their course. They can go in and work on it whenever they feel like it. They have an end date, and they just submit work, and we grade it and give them feedback, and answer questions through email and stuff if we need to, and that's it. So it's not actually like asynchronous learning.
Yeah.
Or it is.
Yeah,
I don't
is.
know. I'm
It
losing my
is,
mind.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I understood.
But anyway, yep.
Huh.
Or,
Interesting.
and some cyber schools are different.
Yeah.
They'll have where the kids have to go into, either Blackboard or, probably
Yeah.
Zoom eventually, I guess. You know what I mean? And see their teacher face to face and interact with other kids. But even with PA Cyber, when the girls were in there, they were only in it for like an hour, like twice a week. And the rest of the time, it was me sitting there saying, here's the worksheets that you have to do. Here's your, stuff you have to read today and all that crazy stuff. So it's different.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it works. And honestly, I feel like socialization is kind of, like, iffy anymore. I don't know if it's so much worth it to make sure your kids are socialized, because the kids they're socializing with, I'm like, I don't really want you hanging out with those kids. But whatever.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Yeah, it seems like the drama's gone way up.
Well, I
Even
think,
since I was in school.
I don't know how long ago the research was done, everything should always be redone.
Yeah.
But, homeschool, or I guess in this case, Miss Cyber may fall into that category, is they say, you should, the reason why I'm even, I would even know this is because my niece has been homeschooled since forever. And she, crappers. I can't talk and fight giant crabs at the same time. It was good for her because of some troubles that she was having, but I was always concerned because of the socialization. I didn't bring it up to my brother because, it's none of my business.
Right.
But I looked into it, and they were like, it's fine. The experts, and I'm doing the scrunchy fingers, experts, because who knows who they are. They're like, probably by the time they get to, high school, that might be a good time. So they can get that socialization, maybe some of the, social groups that are available to them and that sort of thing. I thought, well, I guess, that's your bag.
Yeah.
Well, and the nice thing too is a lot of the schools allow you, like, to participate in, if you want to be in band or chorus or sports or whatever, they have that option. Like our youngest, if she wants to go back to doing band next year, she most certainly can. We just have to, we would have to take her up to the school, obviously, for when they have band lessons and whatnot.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
But,
she can do sports. She can go to dances.
Yeah, she can still do all of that. She can go to the dances if she wants to.
Oh my
So it's
goodness.
not like it's not like they're completely cut off from all civilization. And I think that's one of the stereotypes of homeschooling is like, oh, like your kids never leave the house and they don't see anybody and they never talk to anybody.
Right.
Yeah, it's not as sheltered. Hell, I was more sheltered when I was a kid. And I went to regular school. You know what I mean? And it was just my parents being super strict and not letting me do anything. But
when they were in PA Cyber too, they also had their gatherings
they would have certain gatherings and
outdoor events.
Yeah, they'd have museum things that you could you would purchase tickets for the group rate or whatever, and then would just meet up there and they could meet other kids and hang out. So that was cool too.
Yeah,
it is cool.
Yeah, so like I said, it's not like they completely cut you off. But I think it's honestly, I wish I had it when I was this age.
Too. I definitely do.
With my 16-year-old and all that.
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like I would have been. I liked school. I'm not saying I didn't like school, but I feel like I would have had a better time of it. I feel like I would have learned more because you have the option of working at your own pace. So instead of, sort of working at a general pace, because we have to keep everybody caught up and
Right.
and do all of that, if they want to finish social studies in a month, they can, and then go on and work on another subject. Or if they want to only work for an hour in each one every day, go ahead. If you need to take a day off because you're not feeling well, you know what I mean? You're not penalized for that. It's not like, oh no, I missed like 500 different assignments because I missed one day of school.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you have that time to catch up, so I think it's a lot less stressful.
How does that work with grades?
What do you mean?
Well, like, I don't know if, like for us, we have 6 grading periods. And so I have to get the grades in so that they have, another pithy plant. So they can get the report cards. So
Well, yeah,
if a kid is here and another kid is here and another kid is here, it's like, okay, well, what do they get?
Okay, so, there are due dates for assignments.
Oh, okay. So there are
But-
final due dates.
Yeah, there are final due dates for everything. It's not like,
Okay.
But, for instance, if you wanted to work ahead, you're perfectly fine. But that also gives you a little buffer zone. You know
Got
what
it.
I'm saying?
Got it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there are definitely due dates. Most definitely.
Yeah, I think that's part of the worry for us, thinking forward. Not so much for me. I know they'll figure it out. But some, my teammates and whatnot, it's like, what are we going to do? Because the kids aren't going to get it done. And they're going to, it's like, it'll all work out. And, there's still going to have to be due dates. And I don't know. I think we're anticipating more of an online thing. And so, obviously for you and your kids, that would be, it's like, okay, big whoop, because that's what we do.
Yeah.
For the rest of us, it's like, I don't know. But that makes sense to me. As long as they're able to participate in those other things, why go and sit with a bunch of other Goombas that 9 times out of 10 are just going to mess with you?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Well, and really, what kind of quality education are you getting if the teacher is spending 25 out of 40 minutes yelling at other kids to be quiet and settle down and let's pay attention and let's do our stuff?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. After 23 years, that's the part that I'm still trying to figure out. Is like, how engaging do I have to make this lesson to get 100%? Because it never happens.
No, never. And there are always going to be those kids that, no matter how hard you try, they're never, ever. They're just not going to, because it's not in their nature.
That's right. It's not their bag at all.
Nope.
They don't see the value.
And I don't appreciate, evaluations that, you didn't have 100% of your classroom engaged. Well, you were here for, I don't know, a couple minutes. You know what I mean? Why don't you stick around for like 2 weeks straight and see what that same kid does every single day?
Or better yet, how about you get up there and show me how it's done?
Yeah, show me how it's done, right? Yep. That's the worst part of it, is this whole accountability.
Yeah.
It's not quite as bad in the cyber realm, honestly. Because once again, you're giving the kids more freedom to determine their path.
Right.
Without it being, a constant struggle, I guess. And you're also putting more of it on the parents, which kind of should be done. Just saying, my opinion. Don't worry, we're not talking religion or politics. We're talking education, which is just as controversial. You know what I mean? In some circles, I can really push some buttons, but yeah.
Yeah, we've heard from some, in the first couple of weeks we were doing this, it was, it wasn't 100%, but it wasn't bad. And then it started going way downhill, and we were basically having to hound people to get their work done and to bug parents and whatnot. And I don't remember who it was. Here's some more buoys. So I'm gonna have enough buoys now.
Yeah, you are.
Oh yeah.
They one of the admins said, you know, we talked to this mom and we checked to see why they weren't doing the work, and she said, you know, I've been fighting this for, you know, however many weeks. I'm just done. It's like, well, no, but you can't. You know,
You can't.
That's your that's your kid. What do you mean you're done?
Yeah, we don't sit there and say, oh, we're done. We're just done.
Well, with math, I do.
Oh,
Other
yeah.
than
Math is not my strong suit either.
Oh no.
And
I think last night in our stream, I was trying to do addition in my head, and I'm like, what? We're over 100, I think.
And I wonder if moving forward, does this mean that they won't complain to me anymore when they don't think I'm doing a good enough job?
Exactly.
It's like,
okay, so here's the thing, right? When I go on Facebook, which is like next to never because I really can't stand it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
No, when I go on there now, all I see are people sharing like notes that teachers have received from parents saying like, whatever you need next year, I will get it for you.
Right.
Like, I will become your personal masseuse. I will buy you,
Right.
You know, like all this stuff. And it's kind of nice because it's like, oh, you finally get it. You get it. I deal with your kid more than you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. In this capacity, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I also have, you know, 20 plus other Goombas that I'm trying to deal with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not just your kid that I'm dealing with on a daily basis.
Oh, they think it though. And
they sure do.
Oh,
yeah, they sure do, of course.
Well, yeah, I mean, even in the cyber realm, you deal with that too. Yeah. You deal with parents that are like, oh, why didn't my kid get an A? And it's like, well,
because your kid didn't do the work.
Because your kid didn't do the work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I asked for an essay and they gave me 2 sentences. What do you think that means?
Right. Right.
Well,
yeah.
You know, it's the parents that think their kids never do anything wrong. I'm not that parent.
No, I'm not either.
If my kid does something wrong...
Then you get the plagiarism.
Oh, yeah. The only thing about cyber school is plagiarism.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God, it drives me bonkers.
Uh-huh.
Kids and language courses. Oh, yeah, Google Translate. We can tell that you used it.
Yeah.
We can tell.
This doesn't sound like a kid's writing.
No, and then they're like, my kid doesn't plagiarize. Oh, really? I found this entire paragraph by typing in the first sentence in Google.
Right.
You want to see the paper? Like, come on. You know what I mean?
That's all it took.
You just sit there and go back and forth with these people. And they're like, my kid doesn't plagiarize, and how dare you call them a cheater?
I mean,
well, they are.
At least grab a thesaurus and freaking change a couple words.
Yeah,
exactly.
Change it up a little bit. Like, you know, learn how to paraphrase. Holy crap. Yeah. No, I mean, they're taking it word for word, and they're like, I didn't cheat.
Well, it's easier to copy and paste, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's also easier for me to find you out.
Yeah.
Because you're submitting work in a typed format. All I have to do is open it up, copy and paste it, and throw it into Google. Yeah. You're done.
Goober.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you are junior high?
Well, what you 7 through 12. Yeah.
Oh, 7 through 12. Okay, wow.
Yep. Well, that's what I'm certified in, so
that
basically anywhere in there is what I can teach. Yep. I don't get to teach enough literature, though. That's a real bummer. They don't tell you that when you go to become an English teacher. You know what I mean? All the courses you have to take, it's like, oh, young adult literature. I'm like, oh, you know, novel writing and all this fun stuff. And it's like, I don't teach any of that. I teach grammar.
Ah, the whole time?
Grammar. Most of the time.
Really?
Pretty much every day. Yeah. And here's the sad thing. It's like, really, I have to do from grades 7 through 12 every year. We have to go over the same stuff. Like, why are you not retaining any of this?
Right.
Well, I used to teach for a community college too, like at night, and that was horrible. I had kids coming in straight out of high school, you know, oh, we got my diploma, I'm going to college. Couldn't even write a coherent sentence.
Oh,
you should have seen the run-ons. Run-ons and fragments. Like, what happened? How did you make it through high school? Like, I don't get it. Like, where is this failing, you know, by the time you get here? Ugh,
Well, when I taught, and
it's frustrating.
it's been so many years since I've taught everything. You know, I tend to departmentalize more years than not. But I always I love the reading and writing. Not when they changed our state exam and made it more high stakes, it lost all of its fun for me. But I love grammar and all that kind of stuff. But when I talk to my teammate, it's like I hear her frustration. It's like, yeah, kids don't pick up grammar. It's like, there's a disconnect there somewhere. I'm not really sure what it is.
Yeah, I don't know either. Honestly. The spelling is atrocious.
Yeah.
Like, completely just off the wall. I don't understand it. And it's not even, I can't even blame it on, like, the text speak.
Yeah. It's always been bad.
It's just as bad. I mean, I had kids coming into my college course trying to write an essay in text speak.
Oh my gosh.
And no. They would, no. I was like, no, we're not doing all that. No, we're not. You know what? Like, I may do it when I'm, when I'm typing in the chat on a stream, but I'm not about to write, an essay for class, writing in text speak.
Oh.
And I'm not going to give you feedback that way.
No,
I'm
right.
not going to use the letter U for you. Drives me wrong. And I don't even think that's the problem. I don't think they're learning, like, the fundamentals are, like, falling apart somewhere.
Yeah.
Because you should have all of that by the time you get to 5th grade or to my grade. The grades I teach.
Yeah.
You should have all of that.
Yeah, in Texas, 4th grade and then 7th or 8th, I forget, are big writing grades. So when they get to me, it's like, you guys spent all of last year focused on writing, and this is the best I get?
Yeah.
I know I'm the math teacher, but I can't handle this.
I don't know how I feel about new math.
New math.
That's what I call it, new math. Like, I don't understand why we have to teach kids to add, subtract, multiply, and divide in, like, 5 different ways.
Yeah.
I don't get it, and I know you're a math teacher, but I don't get it.
Well,
I learned one way, and it was good.
Yeah, we all learned one way. I think, honestly, what pushed that was Common Core, and...
Oh, Common Core, that's, like, the worst thing that ever came about.
And Texas, we rejected it from the get-go, and yet, somehow, all of our knowledge and skills, our objectives, all now seem to kind of resemble Common Core.
Mm-hmm.
Texas just likes to call it their own thing.
Yeah,
But
they snuck it in.
that's when it starts, because they're going to give you some wild, crazy questions on how to answer, say, your basic multiplication problem.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand it. Why are there so many cubes?
I was gone. What are we talking about?
What is with the little, like, the little freaking blue cubes and shit? What is that?
What are you talking about? Common Core?
Common Core.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Common Core
That's
math.
fun. It's real fun.
Oh my, like, it's pretty bad when, like, I can't just teach my kid the way I learned how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I could help if I could do it my way, but you're teaching them 5 different ways, making them not only learn it, but
Yeah.
master 5 different ways.
Yeah, right.
And I know 1 out of the 5. And even that one's sketchy because it's not even the same way I learned it. Like, to carry the 1, I don't even remember what that's called now. They call it something. I forget what it is. Carry the 1. But
That's
whatever.
just carry the 1, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't...
No,
In
when
Common
Hannah
Core
was,
speak, it's
yeah,
like
when
call
Hannah
something
was
goofy.
learning it, it was like, oh my god, what was it called?
I don't remember now.
It was some kind of like, I don't know. Common Core is like, if you have 5 unicorns on a roof and it's upside down, how many apples are on the ground?
Right. It's true.
Like what? Yeah. What?
It's true.
Now solve that in 5 different ways. You need to estimate. I need a written sentence. I need.
Yeah. What's with the estimation?
Yeah, the
too?
estimation.
And now you have to, like, write a paragraph to explain what you did, and it's like, really, you want me to explain my brain process? Because nobody's figuring that out. Not even me.
Yeah, everyone hates the estimation.
if I had to do all this again now, I would never have made it out of like kindergarten. I'd still be in kindergarten.
There
I'm
are.
not even joking.
I think sort of being forced basically to do some of these other things to prepare the kids for any kind of wackiness they might see. I found some value in some of it. In fact, I'm now under the impression or the opinion that honestly, I wish there was the old-fashioned algorithms that we learned. I wish they would actually push those forward, or is it back? I don't know. I think as they get older, to handle some of those, just basically it's just straight algorithms, and maybe we should spend more time on the concrete and whatnot, pictorial.
Yeah, I guess.
But I'm elementary, so by the time they get to you, they should be able to do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they should. They should be able to think through some of those problems, no matter how it's presented.
Yeah, the whole Common Core, all they were really pushing is to, number one, integrate all of the core courses together. So it was like, okay, so now we're going to merge English with science and math by having the kids write out in full sentences what they're doing, what the process is.
Right.
Because it helps them critically think. Right. Which is a bunch of hogwash.
I don't think it's true.
No.
I don't think it actually happens.
No, it doesn't happen. I mean, since the dawn of time.
Okay,
right?
Here we go.
The dawn of time.
The dawn of time, because I've been alive that long. Just kidding. No, like, I've always looped math and science together, right? And social studies and English together.
Yeah.
Because they're like-minded. Science, yeah, there's writing because, you're doing lab reports and all that crazy fun whatever. I don't know. I didn't progress very far in science because I suck at it.
Okay.
Same with math. Okay, I took Algebra 2 just for fun my senior year, and I failed it, and it didn't matter. Because I had so many study halls, it was, like, ridiculous. And I said, okay, whatever, I'll just take it. I don't care. But no. Like, that's what science and math is. It's the numbers and the symbols and all that crazy fun stuff. And then the social studies, history, and English is all the, like, foofy theories and, actual fact, and let's put it all together and make it pretty. The end. There you go.
The end.
So why are we merging all of it together? Like, you know what I mean? Do you really need a foofy, like, descriptive paragraph in math? No.
No.
No, you don't.
No.
Maybe in science, if you're talking about, like, pretty plants. That's about it.
Right,
like
about
botany,
this pretty...
So, I don't know. That's, like, probably not even in high school. Probably, like, college level. I don't know. Oh, I'm tired. I start rambling when I'm tired, for real. I just go,
You must be tired a lot.
that's funny. You're such a funny guy.
Alright, that's our island. I'm gonna have
I like this game. Dang it.
No, I think I'm
you know
probably
what
gonna get it anyway.
It is. It's so relaxing to watch.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could both get it. We just can't play on the same. Like we'll just have to play it separately together.
Yeah, I guess.
Alone together.
Yeah.
Is what. That's what we'll do. There, I'll just stream how long I live on mine, and you can stream how long you live on yours.
Oh, there you go.
And I'll beat you.
There you go.
Probably not. Actually, I'm very organized, so I probably would.
It's so relaxing. I don't know.
It is. I really like it.
Well, unless you make it a go out and seek danger, you can basically just avoid it until you want it. And so, I can just chill and gather and build and just, I enjoy it.
Well, yeah. How's that work? Like the boss fights, like are they on your map somewhere and you have to go find them, like on an island? Or...
Yeah. You can't access it during the game, but when you first start up, before you continue game, you can look at your, I forget what they call it, navigation or something, And it shows you the big map, which is cut into a grid. And there's one island in each grid, except for 3 of them, kind of scattered, which I assume is randomized. You see these, I don't remember what it is, skull or red X or something. And that's where the bosses are.
Huh.
Yeah. Which is nice. You could totally avoid them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like you don't really have to complete the game.
No, that's right.
Not really.
You can just
You
live
just
on
do
islands.
whatever you
Yeah.
want. You
Now-
just see how long you can live.
I mean, eventually you're going to run out of materials, one would assume, but I think
that's
that's
true,
a
yeah.
that's a long way off because there are a lot of islands.
Yeah, I was
Well,
gonna
here's-
ask how many islands there were.
I can't remember what the grid is. It seems like it's maybe a 9x9. I don't remember. Maybe even a 10x10. So that may be too big, but there's quite a few.
So here's another question. Like, if you're, when you build, like, your hut or whatever, do you always have to, like, fix it? Is it like 7 Days to Die where you have to, like, if it gets broken or injured or whatever, you have to, like, go boop, boop, and fix it up?
No,
Or
I've not
is it
found
just
anything. Nothing so far has damaged it. I don't think the storm does or anything.
good? Well, there you go. So, yeah, you could for real live forever.
Yeah, you could.
I mean, as long as you have shelter and you have enough food and water.
That's right, food and water.
Yeah. So unless, like, the ocean dries up, you're set.
That's right.
Because eventually, I wonder, okay, so with your water collection thing, that's just rain, right? Or do you put, like, seawater in it and then let it do some kind of, like, filtering?
Neither of those. Although rain might. I've
How do you
not
collect water?
I've
Is
not
it
really
just, like, dew?
checked. It's
Condensation?
I'm assuming that's what it's supposed to be. What you do is you have to below the catcher you have to pile up palm fronds. It's like, okay, but
Palm frond.
how-
We love how you say that. It's hilarious.
frond.
how
palm
does
frond.
how does
Like
that
it's-
give you water?
Yeah,
don't
like,
know.
I don't understand it.
I
Because
don't.
I would think in this type of game, they would have given you, like, the materials to make, like, a water filtration system.
Or something.
Yeah.
Something. I mean, you're on islands. Like, where's the lava rock?
All right.
Stuff
Right.
like that,
Yeah.
right? Like, is there an island with a volcano? I would hope
Yeah.
so.
That would be neat.
That would be cool.
Heck yeah, it would.
I want to build
You know
out of
what I mean?
obsidian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right? I don't know. Yeah.
Now in the old days when I used to watch Cage848 play this, and it's been I don't know, probably been 3 years since I watched him. He would get to certain places and instead of an island there'd be one of those raised tankers out in the middle of the ocean, and
Oh wow.
you could climb up in there and search it, and so I think there are like special types of islands and stuff that have a little bit more to them than just a flat island.
Ooh. So maybe you can find a volcano.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh. Neato.
Let's say yes because we haven't disproven it.
There you go. Research pending. We're in the trial stages.
So yeah, here's the collection. And so it takes a coconut. There's a coconut. There's the plastic, which is where the water sits. And here's the palm fronds. It's like, okay, but how does this give you water on top? I don't get it.
Seriously, what? How does that even work?
I don't know.
I really honestly thought you were like, it was like rain or something. I thought maybe you put water in the top and it, like, you know what I mean, filtered down into the coconut.
The only thing I can think of is
See, like,
You-
wait, I just saw like water
Yeah.
come like
Yeah, it like
shooting out of the
splashes.
coconut.
Yeah, it like splashes.
so. The only thing I can think of is you have to replenish those palm
Yeah.
leaves.
Yeah, all the time.
So I think what I get out of it is that it's like condensation from them, and they come up and hit that plastic and then drip into the coconut.
Maybe
Or does
it could be that I'm drinking
Yeah,
from the
but how is
coconut
it-
instead of the plastic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and look at the way it's angled so that it will
See,
drip
what's
into
in
the
what's
coconut.
in the center there?
Oh,
Is
wait.
that a rock in the center?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's keeping it down. So whatever comes up from the palm leaves or whatever.
Yeah.
Comes up, hits that plastic, and then drips.
And goes into the coconut.
Wait.
Yeah.
So why? But wait, why are the palm fronds?
Yeah.
Why are they like spurting liquid?
As they.
What the hell? How is that
know.
possible?
The heat is causing them to lose their water, their moisture. I
guess so. Yeah.
So
I
it
don't
like
have any idea.
splashes.
You're like,
it
over time.
splashes up. It hits the plastic.
Yeah.
Bounces up on top of the plastic and then goes down to the coconut.
I don't think it's splashy on top.
It hits the bottom of the plastic, and the rock is there to keep it a taper, so then it goes into the coconut.
And drips into the coconut.
Yeah, so it comes up, hits the bottom of the plastic, and drips into the coconut. So it's basically it's losing its moisture content.
Yeah.
I wonder if that would happen in real life. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
If it did, it'd probably be a super slow process.
I would think it would have to be. I just can't imagine that they would evaporate that much liquid that would then
No, yeah, I don't.
condense.
Right?
And what is causing it to condense? I mean, doesn't it have to be cooler?
I would.
You would think, yeah.
You would think.
I don't know.
I don't
We're
see. This is
Too
science.
many questions.
Yeah.
Too much science.
It's
I don't want it.
I'll just remind myself it's a game.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
There's
zombies
there's
don't
no
actually
rationale.
exist.
Nope.
Well, we had 5, and then it dipped down to 4 again. So
4, yeah.
whoever the 4th person is, welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Hey, there's Dream Demon.
Condensation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should build one. Yes, build one out back. We want to know how long does it take to get one gulp
Yep. Please.
from these things.
Yeah.
It's all for science.
It is.
Yeah, science.
Yep. Yeah, science.
Oh, crumb. I dropped all the stuff. I couldn't figure out where all the meat and stuff went.
Oh, there's birds. Can you kill those birds?
I think yes. I'm going to say yes. I'm assuming that you could spear them, but there's also a bird catcher that I can build.
Ooh.
Yeah. The plastic taste. Yeah, I know. I think that would really get old. Especially, I mean, it's going to start getting moldy and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not good. Bad news.
Yep. Yeah, that's probably pretty nasty. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Suck on grass. Yeah, like come out in the morning, suck on grass, or suck on the leaves or something. I don't know. Come on. Alright. Let that cook. Yeah, that island had a huge payoff. I left so much stuff over there. I'm glad. So I think what I'm going to do is focus on building up my boat now. I have enough of these things.
How many do you need to add to each section?
It's 4 or 5. It might be 5. 5 in a row.
Good deal.
I'll just neighbor it up.
Oh. I thought it was one of our kids. Like giggling. Like her was.
Come on. Oh, I have the anchor on.
Yes.
You want to do let the dogs out?
Yeah.
There. We'll be back.
Okay.
Dogs out. With me.
We gotta go let our dogs out.
Plenty of human. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and especially since, we're on this stranded island, I imagine there would be pretty quick humidity. And I think they figure that in, given the fact that your water goes down so darn quickly. I wonder if I can get that. Yep. I have an aunt and some cousins that live in Florida, and they love it. They were originally Okies, and they've lived in North Carolina before, but they ended up in Florida. Absolutely love it to death. I've been to Daytona Beach on spring break one time. That's the only place I've been. And it was pretty sweet. I have to admit, it was pretty sweet. And I'm not even a beach person, but it was nice. But they love it all the time. I don't know. I thought Houston was humid, but I reckon Florida's got to be crazy humid. Alright, let's see. Oh, you keep coming back for these things. Honeysuckle? I have not seen honeysuckle at all. In the game? You mean in real life? I have had honeysuckle in real life. Or at least something that someone told me was honeysuckle, and I put it in my mouth and didn't die, so I'm hoping that's okay. What do we have? We have enough. Alright, we've got the buoys. Let's see. 4 to make a floor. Oh. That's, yeah, that... Man, I don't know if I'd been smart enough to figure that out. I'd probably just, like, toss it in. It's like, I know you can swim. We have a stroke named after you, so go swim. But poor little thing wouldn't be able to get out. Ours has little tiny legs. I'd have to build a ramp for her.
Talking about dogs swimming?
Dream Demon's talking about trying to teach his dog how to swim. Because they have a pool now.
Oh.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. What kind of dog is it?
I don't know. I hope he tells us. Alright, while you were gone, I nearly finished this whole boat.
What?
Like, I got three more on the front there. So now I have room to put shelves.
Wow.
Good deal.
Now, a few years ago, we decided, actually it was Santa Claus that decided, that, because Daddy never would have decided, it had to be in his infinite kindness that Santa Claus would go and say, here's a dog. So they went out looking with their mother, Iris Setters, brother and sister.
Oh, Irish setters.
They went out. What breed were they hoping to find? Her family loves Yorkies, so they wanted something small. I don't think they were looking for Yorkies. They were looking for something else. I forget. Anyway, my wife got buffaloed, so when they come back, I'm like, I don't know if that's what you think it is. It could be, I guess. Anyway, the darn thing's a Chiweenie.
Chiweenie.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta Google that. I don't even know what they look
Yeah,
like.
what is a Chiweenie?
That's
Wow.
like, if you look at a list of like dogs you never want to own, Dachshunds and Chihuahuas are both on the list, and we have a combination of those two dogs.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, she's good with us, but she is a yapper.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're cute dogs.
Let me see.
You got ears like crow.
Oh no, he's got little crowy ears.
Yeah.
What's a crow?
Oh,
What's crowy ears?
our smaller dog.
Our dog.
Oh,
And he just made the cut. Show us. Like we're big dog people.
Yeah.
I am.
Me
I'm
too.
big dog people. And so when our other dog passed away, well, before that, you had a friend at work
Yeah.
that had like 1 million puppies.
Yeah.
And
Two
so
litters
yeah,
or
and
batches
he was
or
like,
whatever you call them.
we were like, oh well, how much would you want for one? Because we wanted to get a second one. And he was like, no, they're free. And he sent a
Wow.
picture of one of them, and it was a little crowy. And he has a deformed eye, little cutie pie.
It just didn't develop it.
Yeah, it didn't develop properly. They thought his eye got scratched by the other puppy. That was not the case. But anyway, his eye is okay. But he was like sitting on a little, like
Towel
on the
or
dining room
something, or-
table on a towel, and he was the sweetest little thing. I'm like, that one. And then we went to pick him up, and it was like puppy heaven.
Oh my god! I just wanted to lay
There were
there
so
and
many
let them
puppies
all
there.
run on me.
oh.
There was
But,
literally
like,
there
they
had to
said-
be what 30 puppies?
Yeah. But here's the thing, like, I don't know. The parents of like all it was like a whole weird thing. His kids or his wife's kids came and they had dogs,
Yeah.
and then their dogs got with his dogs,
Yeah.
and so it was like
There's
1 million puppies.
There's Rottweilers in the mix, and like I was like,
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
But like, oh, they're like a mix of like Rottweiler and what they say, Retriever and Labrador and all this other stuff. So we were like, oh, well, that'll be like a fairly decent sized dog.
Yeah.
And they're all like pretty good temperaments. Like we're good with that. No. He's like he's not like super
He's like
small.
45 pounds.
Yeah, he's like 45 pounds, maybe 50. Because he does like cheese. But it's so funny because he has the hair, like he looks like an Australian Shepherd, but he has like a face of a pit bull.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the shape of it.
yeah.
weird.
Like the jowls. of
And
the-
like my brother is weird, and he like saw like the roof of his mouth, and he was like, "Oh, he has pit bull marbling," and I'm like, "What does that even mean?" Like I don't even know what that means. But anyway, yeah, but he's not a big dog,
No.
and I don't know how big Australian Shepherds usually are, but I don't know what the heck he's mixed with.
He's mixed with a bunch of stuff.
But his
definitely
hair is
not-
like crazy, and it's curly, and it's cute as shit.
Yep.
And then we have a German Shepherd, so it's like two ends of the spectrum, basically. Yep. Yeah, Chihuahuas, like, I don't know, they're just so, like, tiny and, like, I don't know, every Chihuahua I've ever met or encountered has been, like, real, like
shaky.
and
Oh.
sketchy. You know what I
You
mean?
just
Yeah.
sit there and shake. It's
Yeah,
like, what
like,
are you
and
shaking for?
It, like, makes me nervous. Like, because I feel bad, like, I feel like there's something wrong with it.
That's
And
the way they
I
are.
think that's just the way they are. Irresponsible breeders, though, not to have homes for them all. Oh no, they had homes
Yeah,
for all
well,
of
they
them.
eventually did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he actually kept 2 of them.
Yeah, he kept
fell
2
in
of
love
them.
with 2 of them. He kept
Yeah.
those, and then they got
Oh no,
They all got
they found
homes.
homes for all of them.
yeah
But yeah, when we went to pick Crowy up,
yeah they had all of them.
Yeah, they had all of them. Because everybody was like coming that. Yeah, mutts
Mutts are the best. Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
that's what we think too.
They really are.
They are.
Yep.
I love them.
Yeah, brindle. Yeah, basically. I guess that's what Crowy, like his coloring and stuff.
Yeah. He's got the flares off of his legs, like the
like a
Australian
golden
Shepherd.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
shepherd
his hair kind of looks like a golden retriever too.
in a way, yeah.
Like he has like real white, like soft, like long hair, like off his butt. It's weird. I'm
He's a
telling
freaking
you.
little lion.
Yeah, like he's a cute little shit though. He's like the best cuddler that ever existed. Oh my god, like if you yell at him, he just like climbs up on your chest like a baby. Like for real, like lays his head on your chest.
I'm just now noticing he's responding to you. So, Dream Demon, you're in Discord? I'm assuming he's in Discord, right?
No, I think he can
he
hear
is?
us. I don't know, or he can hear us through.
Is he in Discord? I might have him muted. Or something.
Are you in
I don't see
Discord,
him.
or can you hear them? How could he hear you? Through the game?
I think everybody.
No.
I think. Hold on, let me listen to that. I gotta listen to it.
Yeah. Yeah, go on your phone there.
Yeah, he might be able to hear us. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we're on the.
Oh,
we're on the
we're
stream.
on your stream.
Really?
Yeah, we're actually on the stream.
Well, hey, there. Now you're not just like a weirdo.
Yeah.
Strange thing, right? There you go.
I
Yeah,
didn't know it would do
I heard
that.
I heard
I
all
didn't
three
either.
of us.
Oh, that's cool.
Man, Discord must be like magic.
I think so.
It's a
Yeah.
little bit of magic right there.
Did I even tell it I was playing 7 Days to Die? How does this work?
I don't know.
That's baffling.
Yeah, it's like voodoo magic.
It is.
Okay. Alright, I want to head back over because there was a lot more to get. Plus, there's a lot of sunken things we hadn't checked over there, so. Let's replenish. I said I wasn't even going to make it that long, and look at it. It's like once I start playing, it just keeps going.
Fun.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is my kind of game.
Now, were you? I don't know if I watched it from the beginning. Were you able to get like stuff from the plane crash too? Like, are you able
No.
to harvest? Okay.
What you do is when you spawn in, you're, you know, after all the intro and stuff, you're basically sitting in this boat.
Right.
And so there was a few items here in the raft storage, but that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, is the plane somewhere?
I don't know. It might be.
Is that anywhere or no?
I've not
Yeah.
seen it, so I don't know if it's a location somewhere.
Yeah. I wonder if that's something you could eventually find. Like,
Yeah, I
if
don't
you
know.
dive real deep down. No. God, I hate the ocean.
Me too.
I do in real life.
Yeah.
I do not go in water where I can't see what's underneath.
Dream Demon's living in Florida, so I don't know if you want to do that. The whole place is surrounded by ocean.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's one thing we haven't done with our kids yet. Is taking them to the beach. I guess we will, but
Yeah, maybe. They're not that interested, though.
no, they didn't seem to be.
No, they're not like... They're not beach kids. Like, even when they hear that, like, their friends are going to the beach, they're like, yeah. Yeah. Anna definitely would not.
No, she barely goes outside.
Yeah, she's like a vampire.
That's,
She's like a teenage vampire. No joke.
that's my my oldest. She is as white as a white person can get.
Yep.
Yeah, it must be the age thing because our youngest will go biking.
Oh, yeah,
She'll
she
be
loves
outside the
going outside.
trampoline. She
Yeah.
loves everything.
Yeah, that's fairly consistent because I have a teammate. It's the same situation where the differences in the older and the younger is almost similar. I mean, very similar to mine, and obviously similar to yours. I don't know. Maybe we're overprotective with the first one, and the second one we're like, if it's not bleeding, it's fine.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
Well, like with our oldest, you could tell her no and like explain it rationally.
Yeah.
As why I told her no.
Right.
And she would never do it again.
Right.
Never.
Right.
The youngest?
Oh God.
Oh no.
Oh.
You could tell her no. Like, you know what I mean? She was the kid that was like trying to jump off the couch
Yeah.
and like do a backflip,
Right.
like onto another couch or onto like a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the second one has like no fear. And I don't know if that's because of us. Maybe it is because of us because we're like, you know, like
with the first
the
one, we're
first
more
one you're
protective.
like
The second one,
neurotic
like,
and
Yeah.
you're worried that you're going to do everything wrong.
That's
so
right.
you like overdo it,
That's
and then
right.
with the younger one, you're like, ugh. The older one was fine when that happened, so go ahead. Like,
Yep.
just you know what I mean. That's all right. If you're not missing a limb, we're
Yeah,
good.
you're fine. You're okay.
Yep. Hey, you know
if
what
you are,
though?
put a Band-Aid on.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Rub some
Neither
dirt.
one of our kids has broken anything.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Actually.
Well, truth be told, I never broke anything until this past September when I broke my big toe.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I think it is. It's like the first kid. They're like up on a pedestal, and you just want to keep them there, and not let anything happen to them.
Well, yeah.
Ever. And then the younger one, it's like, well, we're gonna loosen up the ropes a little bit.
And I
Well, you
think that leads to the second one being more social.
Yep.
Right.
First one
Yeah.
not so much, and I
No,
obviously
definitely.
because they didn't have anyone young to play with, and it was just us.
Yep.
Yep.
It's true.
How did the earache? Oh, for my daughter. The earache.
Yeah. How did that end up?
Whoa! Oh, I'm spiking this sucker. It oh. Okay, that lionfish are poisonous. I needed someone to tell me that. I didn't get it from all the spikies. It took a while, but oh crap. But she had to go back to the doctor like a second time,
Oh boy.
and they gave her stronger medicine, and anyway, she's okay now. The earache has gone away. She's I don't know, not as a kid, but as she's gotten older, she's a little more sickly. It's true. Like things happen
Yeah.
to her that never happened to the little one. She had she developed. Oh, shark, but he's okay. She developed a cyst. Yeah. So I'm not sure what the silence means, but it's alarming
Huh?
What?
to have a cyst. Like she's how old is she? She's 15? 15 and has a cyst. It's like, huh. I thought a cyst was more of like an old thing.
Well,
Like-
yeah.
Like I get
Maybe.
them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I get cysts all the time on my top of my hands.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's where mine are. So anyway, they said she had a
Well, yeah,
cyst. I thought, he has a cyst?
I used to get them. I don't know. I would get cysts when I was 17, 18ish
Really?
on playing bass guitar. I get them in between my knuckles and stuff.
Does she play the guitar?
She doesn't. She doesn't. Playing the bass guitar,
Oh yeah.
you would get cyst on your knuckles.
Yeah, on my left hand. Yep.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, because the constant movement of the fingers, it creates. Well, I forgot the name of the cyst, but in between.
Ganglion.
Yeah, ganglion, I think.
Uh-huh.
In between where my tendons are, there's like I don't know the correct name for this either, but there's like a thin, almost like plastic layer over your tendon, and all the lube basically would get blocked up in there.
Right.
That's the way the doctor explained it.
Huh.
Yep.
That
He
made
told
me
me
laugh a lot.
he told me to
Sorry.
smash it with a Bible.
Yeah. That's what mine
Yep.
said, is you can
Yep.
either smash it with a heavy book or just leave it
Yep.
if it doesn't bother you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah, 90% of the time
Usually
they
it'll like reabsorb back.
yeah,
into
they'll
your body.
reabsorb within a year. That's what the doctor told me to.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, that earache took a while. And I have a tendency, I have a tendency to bug my children, as I'm sure you do too. Wait, this is not the island I wanted to come to. How did I miss the island I wanted to come to? That's alright. This one has good stuff, too. It's alright.
Lost at sea.
So, one thing, I play with their ears. And so, I played with her ear one day, and it hadn't healed all the way. So she got mad at me, and I felt horrible.
I had never heard of like an outer ear infection
I hadn't either,
until
no.
my niece had one. And I was like, what? What the heck is that?
Yeah. I mean...
Like, I didn't know that was a thing. And like, I don't think I've ever had an ear infection in my entire life.
Well, they hurt. I've had a few.
And, what? Well, our oldest had one when she was younger, but my gosh, that thing took forever to go away. She was, what, like 3? No. 4 or 5 maybe, when she had that. But it turns out she's allergic to augmentin.
Yeah.
Which is like one of the things that they put in with the other stuff to clear them up, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so then they had to put her on something else. But I think it took like a good 2 to 3 weeks before, like, she finally kicked it.
Yeah.
But that was the only thing she ever had. And then the youngest, like, if she gets like a head cold or whatever, like, she'll say my ears hurt, but she's never actually had like a full-on ear infection. Maybe once. I don't know. See, it's the same thing with baby books. That just reminded me of baby books. Like your first one, like, you know what I mean? You put together like a baby book.
Oh, like
that thing
it's
is
like
like
a
a
scrapbook
monument,
of their world.
right? Like, you got all the stuff. You like kept all the teeth, you kept all the hair, you kept
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Second one.
And with the younger one, they're like, "Oh, where's my baby book?" And you're like, "Oh, dang,
Shoot.
I don't know.
Where did
Let me
that
find
go?
it. Don't worry, I'll find it. Don't worry. It's
Scrambling
like,
around
it's
to
like
put something
halfway
together.
done, you know what I mean? Like, you're taking pictures of them while
Well-
they're sleeping and trying
we did do okay.
No, we did okay.
We petered out on the second
Yeah.
one, but we did do okay with it
Yeah.
first.
Okay, we didn't. Here's the thing. Like, the first one, you know what I mean? Like, there were all the questions, like, first blah blah blah, and the first blah, blah, blah. And it's like, really, by the time you have your second one, right? You still have your first one. It's not like they left.
Right.
So you're busy, like, running around after 2 kids, doing all this crazy stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have time to sit down and say, oh, what food did they enjoy on November 14th of, 2005?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about it in, like, 2006. I don't know. Yeah, so,
Yeah.
like, the first one you try... I don't even think we finished the first one, to be perfectly honest. If I'm honest about
Well, we
it.
got pretty far with that
We
one.
did
I
get
remember that.
pretty far.
Yeah.
Well, what? It only goes up, like, the first...
3 years.
like couple of years or something.
I don't know. Mine when I was a kid went to 5 years old,
Yeah,
but I think it's done by about 2.
yeah, I don't know. But it's funny though. See,
Yeah.
once again, it's not cut off.
Yeah.
If you don't finish the baby book, it's okay.
Yeah.
We have
I don't know why
Frame-
I thought of that.
pictures behind me. I'm in my bedroom. We have framed pictures, and there's a lot more of the first one than the second one.
You know it!
I feel bad because she has noticed.
Oh no.
Oh. I think we did okay
Yeah,
with that.
yeah,
we did okay.
in our
with
living room
that.
we have-
It's not too one-sided.
No, not too bad.
Well, okay, here's the thing too. With my first, like, my mother was like hardcore. You have to go and get baby pictures done, like, for every holiday.
Oh,
You have
yeah,
to go get
Jesus.
Easter pictures. You have to get this. You have to get that. And so we had like 5 million packets of like pictures, and she's like the same age, so she just looks the same
Right.
in like 5 million different outfits. And then, the second time, I'm like, I'm not wasting money like that.
It's
Like, why do
true.
we have phones and like these fancy cameras? Like, why am I paying somebody?
Speaking of pictures, what I hate is that we have, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hard drives hanging out somewhere around the
Right.
house
Yeah.
from
Right.
different computers that we have tons
we
of
have
family
pictures
pictures on
on.
we haven't seen in years. It's like, how the heck do you really go about this? And
Yeah,
get it?
I know there's like there's something you can buy that I think you like hook
Dock
it up
it
to, and
into
it
the-
like you can transfer them. I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, I don't like to buy things and not have all the facts.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to look into that.
Yeah, because we do have a bunch.
Oh gosh, I was dorking that up something fierce.
See, like, he like falls off his raft
Yeah.
and like skits out. I would fall off the raft in this
I'd
game
freak out.
and like have a full-on anxiety attack in real life,
Yeah.
thinking that I was gonna get eaten by a shark immediately, or like a big whale would come up and like swallow me whole.
Well, you saw the whale that time.
Yeah, I
Jeez.
saw the whale. That's
I don't
Okay,
think the whale
whales
does
don't-
anything.
no whales
I really
don't
don't.
like. They don't scare me as bad as sharks do,
Yeah.
as far as like immediate death / murder.
Yeah.
But whales are huge.
Yeah. That's
Like if I saw a whale in
that's
real
what I
life,
like.
I would probably poop my pants. Like, I would poop my pants.
In real life. I don't like being a small thing like on
No,
the
I don't-
surface and
yeah, I
having
don't wanna
something
be a
that
small
big
thing with,
underneath
like,
of me. It's
yeah,
like,
I don't want any of that. I
Right.
don't
Oh,
want-
no.
Plus, I don't like boats, so I'm really never going to get close enough to see a whale in real life or a shark or any of that.
I think sharks are awesome, but I don't want anything to do with them like
Oh.
in real life. I like watching Shark Week.
Yeah, Shark Week is fun. I like that.
I think I would go down in a cage
Yeah.
Really?
to see him. Yeah,
Oh no.
Yeah. that would be cool.
I don't trust equipment. I don't trust people to like make equipment good and workable. I find that people are very
Couldn't
incompetent.
work 'em.
Okay, so here would be my deal, right? I would say, sure, I'm gonna go down in this cage, like give me all my scuba gear, right? And then my scuba gear would be like defective, and I would be down in the cage, and I would suffocate. I would just die.
Yeah.
I would be dead.
I don't know.
The end. It wouldn't even be the shark that would do me in. It would be like the defective
Brownie.
scuba gear.
I can't go to the bottom of a friggin' little kid's blow-up pool without my ears hurting. So like I can't.
Oh
I
wow.
would- yeah, like I don't know what it is, but I can, like swimming. Like when I go swimming, like even at like a 6 foot or like a 10-foot pool, I can't go down more than like 4 foot, or my like
Really?
ears start hurting.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know if it's sinuses or what. It's been like that my whole life.
I can do all that.
I can't. The pressure is weird. I can't do it, so I don't think I'd
No.
go diving.
Yeah, but you used to get like this is like an ongoing thing with us. Like in the wintertime, he's like, "Where are all my hats?" You know, I'm prone to ear infections because he had like ear infections when he was a kid.
Yeah,
So that's like the first thing out of his mouth.
I had a few when I
That's
was a
probably why you can't go that far down in a pool.
kid. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe it's all your ear infections you used to get. Weirdo.
Pressure or something.
Man, I like that hut. I want to live on this island.
I think we should just get the game.
Yeah,
This is.
we
I mean,
probably should.
the people that have been playing this forever, you can imagine what their bases. They're really nice.
Oh, I would. Yeah, I would.
Oh, they
imagine.
probably have like a whole island
Like a-
base.
like a mansion.
Yeah, it's like a
They like build
like a-
up to the
it's a big thing
rocks.
yeah, you see
Yeah.
on like International House Hunters.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Oh, for a cool $5 mil. Oh, that show. I'm telling you. I don't understand how people like raising frogs can have a budget of like $2 million
Yeah.
for a
My,
house.
yeah, they're like my husband.
Like,
my husband works at Blockbuster.
Yeah.
And I raise frogs as a hobby. Our budget's $2 million.
Yeah, it's like,
What?
What do you mean?
like where the hell are you living? That,
Yeah.
Like,
It's ridiculous.
I work at a convenience store and my husband picks up trash on the side of the road. We have a budget of $5 million.
What?
What the hell?
That's what it seems like
And,
sometimes.
yeah, and they have a nicer house than I do.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What's wrong here? I don't
weird.
know. I don't know about that show. Like, we used to like it in the beginning, and then we got really irritated with people. Because they would go and be like, I need this, 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 and this. And we're like, you know what? How about just a roof over your head? You know what I mean? Like, maybe stop being so picky.
Or like they, whatever. I mean, you're buying a house, I get it, but like
Yeah.
to not buy the house because of the color of a wall. I mean,
Right.
you can paint. You don't want to paint a little bit. I
Yeah.
mean, come on.
Like, you own a house, you can paint the
You
walls.
love the house, but you don't like the color of this room. Okay.
Or, like, they'll go, okay, so, like, here's my qualm, right? Like, unless your kitchen, like, has no cupboards and has, like, a hole in the ceiling.
What is happening?
You know what I mean? Like, that's decent. And no, these people walk into these houses, and it's, like, a kitchen that you would see in a magazine.
Oh, no,
Right.
it needs
And they're
upgrading.
like, this needs updating.
Yeah.
And I'm going, well, huh? Say what? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean updating? This is as updated as, like, I could ever hope for.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah, the ones I've
don't-
watched, it's usually
Yeah.
the wife. As soon as they walk in, he's like, "Yeah, it's just I'm not getting a good vibe off of it."
Yeah.
I'm like, please, I would punch a puppy to have that house.
Yep.
That's one way to put it. Yeah.
I would
No,
never
I'm
punch a
serious.
puppy,
Like,
by
half
the
of
way.
No.
No. We know. No, half the time those houses, like, I would kill to have one of those.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would.
Well,
I would.
I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
what messes with my mind on that is that most of the show takes place in Canada, so I think there's like a difference in currency.
Oh, uh-huh.
But
You
is
know,
it,
all
yeah,
that
but
stuff,
is
so
it
it's
that
like-
much?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it really that much of a difference?
I don't know, but they always seem to be looking for some really pricey houses, like really pricey.
That's what I'm saying. And like these houses that they want 1.2 million for.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, my God, like around here you could probably get that for 100,000.
No, probably a lot of times.
You know what I
Housing-
mean? In
the
a
housing
small
market
enough
around here
town
is-
where, yeah.
Cheaps.
I mean, I understand cost of living.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, if you're living in a bigger city, like, I mean, hell, you can go to New York City and
No,
buy a
God.
like studio apartment for $2 million.
Right.
And it's only 800 square
And
feet.
it's only
Right.
800 square feet. But
Yeah, that's true.
living is, I don't know. I didn't think Canada was that far off from
us.
the American
I don't know.
dollar.
There's a lot of things that go into play, but it's just it's weird.
Like, even cost of living can't be that crazy.
I don't know. Free healthcare. So
Yeah, I know, right?
I do watch a YouTuber. He's you would think I would know because he mentions it, but I want to say it's on the west. I don't know my Canada very well. I don't know if Canada's over there. I mean Canada. I don't know if Vancouver. I have Vancouver in the head. Anyway, he acts like it's like the most expensive place on the face of the planet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I well, like you said, I think having health care for everyone kind of figures into that.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
I would expect.
Well, yeah, Vancouver is that's right above Washington or something.
Okay, that's probably it, because he
Yeah.
does go down to Washington from time to time, or even to
Yeah.
California.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be too much of a trek. Well, I guess
Still be a little bit of
yeah.
a track.
Wouldn't be quite as bad. I don't know. I think we should just move to Montana.
Montana?
Yeah, become like mountain men.
Mountain man. What are you talking about here?
Well, you can be a mountain man, and I'll be a mountain lady.
Okay.
And we'll grow beards, and well, you already have one. So
you're
I'll
gonna
grow a beard, and we'll like chop trees down
You're gonna
and
grow
like
a beard?
learn how to trap and.
This is going somewhere where I don't like. I don't like this. It sounded good until you were like talking about beard. You growing a beard and stuff. I don't know about all
I'm all for it. I think that would be great. Montana's beautiful.
Never,
For real?
I've never been out west at all. I've been up and down the East Coast, but I've never been there. I've never been more west than Ohio. I don't think.
What's his name on that show? Tom Orr?
Tom Moore on
Yeah.
Mountain Men, yeah.
Santa Claus.
Oh, crumb! I forgot. I
Reminds
was
me
look at my arm.
Uh-oh.
I was stung by
Ooh,
that
yeah,
thing. I
from
forgot.
Yeah, that fishy fish.
I'm sick, so I got to take care of that.
Okay, so like, do you have to keep everything all the way up all the time? Like, how much does it affect you if your water goes like halfway down?
Oh, no biggie. I think, the only time you have to be concerned is if it drops all the way.
All right.
There's some things that will make it go quicker. Obviously, if you're out during the sun, you don't have sunscreen, your water will disappear even quicker, that sort of thing. I don't know if
Oh,
sickness...
Look at your arm.
Yeah, I know. I want
You
to
got
clean...
like little like divots in there.
I think it does look like div. I think so too, like pox, but
Yeah.
I think it's like blisters or something.
Yeah.
I'll take care of it here in a minute. I want to dump my stuff first.
What's that plant?
Pee-pee or
Pippi?
Peppy?
Yeah.
Peppy?
Yep.
Pippi.
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 Yeah. Like Pippi Longstock.
So does that like basically cure everything?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. At least.
Yeah.
So you don't have to like run around looking for 5 different things, depending on what attacked you.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that, I mean, the fact that they give us one thing for all of that maybe figured into them making it fairly rare.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna have to search for it, but it'll cure you.
Good deal.
Now, it's a one use. So, first you gotta have a coconut. But it's a one use, so somehow the coconut will totally disappear once you use it.
Yeah, I was
That's
wondering that.
interesting.
Like, if you made a cup out of the coconut or whatever, if you can reuse it or whatever.
No,
Yeah.
no, that
You
doesn't.
you can eat the coconut, right?
You can't eat it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Oh, crumb. It even says antidote on it. I don't know if you can see that. Antidote.
Yeah,
It does.
yeah. Yep.
Weird.
And there it is. Look at my arm.
Look, and it's written like they would write Wilson.
Yep.
My arm is perfect again.
Wow. Yeah.
Alright, I think I'm gonna eat this.
At least it's quick. You know what I mean? It's not like you have to run around and find like 5 Pippies and...
Yeah.
No, especially that. In the last stream, when we got to that island, I found like 2 or 3 or something.
Yeah.
That was an absolute jackpot. Alright, I want to grab a couple of chests, and I'm going to head back out. And this time I hope to hit the island I was actually aiming for. What time is it? Actually, I might call it a night, but... I don't know, I'm addicted.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's 10:46. We're gonna have to call it soon.
Yeah, soon.
You gotta get up at 5.
Yeah.
And I have to get up. And then I lay on the couch and go,
So, are you out?
Hmm?
Is school over for you?
No,
Oh, okay.
but I'm home.
When? Yeah. When is it? When does it end for you?
I think, what, first week of June?
Oh, okay.
First or second week of June.
Uh huh.
Yeah, we're usually in June, no matter what.
Yeah.
But like I said, like, like, in the local school district, they finalized grades for marking period 3. So,
Right.
like, they technically already know that they're moving on or not moving on.
Right. Right.
But if they didn't do anything, those kids have a chance to do marking period 4 work and maybe potentially move on.
Okay.
I don't know. I have no idea. Like, it's basically pass fail, and it's like, you know, do it, but if you don't do it, we're not really going to be mad at you about it.
Right. Right.
And you're not going to lose, like, you're not going to lose any grades, but you can get the opportunity to get better grades.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very similar to us, actually.
I don't know. It's been so back and forth that,
Yeah, there for a while it was really.
like, yeah, even with our own kids, I'm like, you know what? Like, Hannah was doing something for math. She couldn't figure out the last 3. And she was like, we weren't taught this. Like, I don't have any clue. And she was like, you know what to do? And I was like, that's foreign to me, so no.
You know what?
Therefore, she's like, well, I'm just going to turn it in and tell them that I didn't know how to do it. And I was like, go ahead.
Hey, fine.
You know what I'm, like, you know what I'm saying? You're already done. Like,
Oh,
you're moving on
fudge.
to 11th grade. That's just what's happening. I think, honestly, it's turned into, like, we're going to make the teachers have work for kids to do so that it looks like we're doing something.
Right. And we can keep getting
Honestly.
paid.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
That's the way it seems, because nobody's really taking it seriously, and then you have parents who are like drinking bottles of wine every day, trying to deal with the fact that their kids are home with them. It's like, I don't understand it. Like, what are you really accomplishing with this? Not much.
My My boat's absolutely messing with me, so I gotta figure out how to get it off the ship.
Uh-oh.
No, I read, oh, where was it? I read a couple of things today. My wife will come in and show me something on Facebook, and it's usually teacher related, so maybe that's where I saw it. Or it was a comment on an article online or something I read. But anyway, it was a, this is ridiculous. Hang on. I can't talk and problem solve at the same time, apparently. But they were complaining. It's like, this has been an absolute joke and a waste of time, and I've been more of a teacher, and it's like, hey, I mean, yeah, probably, but let's take it down a notch, because some kids don't have access and some kids don't have you, and it's like, we did the best we can. No one planned for this craziness.
Yeah.
I think there'll definitely be something solid. I mean, we kind of hear whisperings of kind of a at school, at home kind of flip-floppy thing, or I don't know where they're going, but we'll crank up the rigor, but let's just get through this apocalypse and hope that the kids don't fall too far behind.
Yeah. Well, and unfortunately it's falling on the parents at this point.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of faith in that.
No, I don't either.
50-50 shot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
50-50 chance.
But I think that's the reason why we were asked to, make it something that the kids can do independently. So obviously, you bring it down a notch or two.
Yep.
I'm not going to give them the same stuff I would do if I'm sitting there in class ready to field their questions.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of trying to get your kids to sit there long enough to actually do it. Parents get frustrated.
Yeah. No, I know. And they're, those that aren't even in work or whatever, laid off, whatever. There's a lot of stress going on, so I get it.
Yeah.
And the abuse and stuff that's picked up, that's mental.
Yeah. I don't know. What's our state doing right now? Are we back? Are we out of quarantine yet? Or are we...
I don't know. Tomorrow we're supposedly at the yellow stage.
The yellow state?
Which basically means some stuff can open, but it's still going to be restricted.
Uh-huh.
And other stuff can't open, and I don't know. Like, the politics of it all is...
Yeah. That's what it is.
It's irritating me.
Yeah.
It's irritating me. Like, we had commissioners, like county commissioners, getting pissed off because, oh, well, why isn't my county going on yellow, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you know what? If you're, like, so concerned about hair salons opening back up, like, what does that say about you? You know what I mean? Like, there are more important things that probably should open back up, or just not open back up ever.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't understand it.
No, I know. I know people need to...
I don't know. It's like turning into a whole, like, he said, she said, like, this isn't fair, everybody should be open or not open.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know what? What can you really do at this point anyway?
I know.
Like, if a county next to us is back open, what's to stop people from my county going there?
Yeah.
Or them coming here?
Right.
So, like, either do it or don't do it.
Right.
Like, put this back and forth, my wee-wee is bigger than yours type of deal. You know, like, that's really what it turns into.
Yeah.
It's like, who can be more threatening and say, we're gonna, like, cut off funding if you disobey my orders.
Right. Or arrest you.
It's like bad parenting. That's what they're doing. They're bad parenting. You know what I mean? If I go out in public, I'm still wearing a mask. Because I'm not taking any chances.
No.
I have kids and I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. You can look at me like I'm a weirdo.
Well, no. I went out today and everybody was wearing masks.
Yeah, and that's the thing. People are, whoever wants to wear a mask is going to wear a mask. People that don't wear a mask, whatever. I might roll my eyes at you, but we'll get through it.
Yeah.
Because I'm an adult and you're an adult and I can do what I want. But, I'm still not going to go hang out with people.
Right.
No.
I'm not hanging out with you.
No. Tonight we got invited. We got invited to a bonfire. I'm like, what?
I have to tell you a story. So we have this whatever. I'm gonna call them acquaintances because I don't even want to be their friends anymore.
Oh boy.
Oh
But-
no.
Yeah.
I hope they're not
So
watching.
anyway, no, they're not.
No.
The one works with Brad,
Yeah.
and he texted earlier today and said, "Oh, I'm not going to be at work tomorrow because my wife has to go and get tested again."
She works in the hospital industry.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and so he was like, "Oh, why is she getting tested again? Because you got tested like last week or so." And he was like, "Oh, because she has a headache and a sore throat."
Oh no.
Right?
Okay.
So then, like, what, an hour later?
She invites
An
us to
hour
a
later,
bonfire.
she sends me a text and sends me a picture of their like fire pit thing in their backyard and says, "Oh, you want to come over for the inaugural fire?" And
Wow.
I, like, for real, I'm pretty sure smoke came out of
Yeah,
my head.
yeah.
I got pissed. I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? Like, what is the deal?
She could have 13 days off pay.
Yeah. So here's the
Oh,
thing.
boy.
She knows, but here's the thing, right? She knows it's her allergies.
Oh, okay.
So now you're one of those, I'm going to play the system.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't appreciate that. And then you're going to
Oh.
invite me and my kids over to a fire. And if you have allergies, do you really want to sit around a campfire?
Nope.
Because I know people mowed their grass today and my head is like,
Uh-huh.
it's like overrun. It's overrun with stuff. I sneezed like 15 times because people mowed their grass. So if you have allergies to the point where you have a headache and you have a sore throat,
You want to have a bonfire?
why would you have a bonfire? And then, so he's not going to work because, of course,
She
she has to get tested and you have to, like, be symptom-free for 72 hours and blah, 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 blah.
And we're checked by nurses every morning.
Yeah, and they're checked by nurses every morning. Yeah. And I'm thinking, and these are the people, too, that are bitching about, like, their financial state all the time. And I'm thinking, well, how much work has he missed because he went in and went and the nurses sent him home
Oh.
and he knew it was
Yeah.
his allergies. And she's like, "Oh, well, I don't mind a 13-day paid vacation." I'm like, what the hell?
That's cruddy.
What the hell? But the kicker is he's not going to get paid for
Yeah.
being off
Yeah, so-
because you have to use your personal time. And he doesn't have any because he already took a 2-week, like,
3 week.
self-quarantine. Or actually, like, 3 weeks. But anyway. That's all I'm
You
saying.
get that off your chest?
Got it off my chest. I'm not real happy about it. Like, people like that kind of irresponsibility
It's just
makes me
dishonest.
want to
Yeah.
say,
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
like, no, done. Done.
Hey! You crackhead! Get away from me.
Jeez. Well, I didn't think I was a crackhead, but maybe. That's cool.
It snuck up on me.
Yeah. Got cabin fever.
Cabin fever.
Oh, I'm sure some people have cabin fever.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm always here.
Oh,
so- And I'm perfectly okay with it.
Me too.
I go out to the store now, and I don't want to even do it. I don't want to do it. Mask or no mask, like, I just don't want to. I don't want to interact with people.
No,
Especially
I'm,
when I go to the grocery store and there's supposed to be like a limit of how many people are in an aisle, and then there's
Yeah.
like 25.
yeah.
And I say, oh, thanks for that.
No, I tend to be antisocial, which is strange because I'm streaming
Yeah,
right now.
I know.
But in real life, I tend to be. So this is, this has been fine for me. Plus, I'm a techie, so when they say you gotta supply your students with lessons online, it's like I do that during the year anyway, just so they have access to it. And
Right.
this has been nothing. I mean, this was one of those years where I was ready in, November, to call it. So.
Yeah.
If they came back and said, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna continue doing blended learning, or you're gonna stay at home on certain days, I'm all for it, man.
Heck yeah, sign up for that.
I guess I'm getting too old. It's the behavior that it gets so old.
Yep.
And I think even more than that, because, you know, when you get those kids in your class, you're like, okay, you know, it was going to happen. I mean, when have I ever had a perfect class? But it's the parents who are getting, you know, they're just, I don't know. It's like this year, you know, completely cussed out for about 10 minutes on the phone before I finally said, thank you for your time, and hung up.
Yeah.
Man, she was going off. In the early days, I would have been stressing about that. I would have run to my principal. I was said I can't handle this, and now it's like I don't care. Whatever. You know, if it makes you feel better, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't have to be you, so I'm cool.
Yeah, they expect like 100% out of you, and if their kid doesn't produce 100%, it's like forget it.
Yeah.
You're like the worst teacher that ever existed.
Right. And
you hate my kid, and you
hate my kid.
You don't want to see them succeed, and blah blah blah. It's like really, come on.
You need to be more patient.
Like, I love my kids, but I'm gonna throw them under the bus if they deserve to be thrown under the bus. You know what I mean? Like if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, I'm gonna tell you they're not. I'm not gonna be the parent that says, "Oh no, my Susie never cheats, and she does all her work." Nope.
Potatoes.
Ooh. I like potatoes.
Yeah, it flies all over me. It's like you don't want to have patience for him, and you know, you're always on. Or like this year, it was, and I don't hear this very often. Maybe once before in my entire career, but this year I was accused of being a racist. And you know, I didn't come out and say it. It was like, okay, but I don't have any white kids in my homeroom, so why would a racist be at this school? Just to torment kids of color?
Yeah.
I mean, I got things to do.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I got time to pick on an 11-year-old?
Yeah.
Aye.
Oh my goodness. No, I think we better kick it there.
No, what time
friend.
Yeah, I'm about ready to too. I just keep playing.
Yeah, we should.
Oh, there's a snake! Crappers!
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's right behind me. I'm glad they rattle. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna call it too. Well, I had fun. I'm gonna keep doing the Discord. That's made this far more interesting.
Yeah.
I think Dream Demon is still in. Dream Demon, you are more than welcome. That way we can all chat. We don't have to type, but that's, you know, your call. Thanks everyone for being here. I enjoyed it. I guess, let's see, you guys are done for the week, so I'll be back on Saturday.
Alright, cool.
Alright.
So you can show up. Yeah, if you want to. I look forward to it.
Oh yeah.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Alright, you
too.
too.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.